Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea Tranquility. Welcome to another edition of the Listening Room. This is something we do maybe once or twice a month just to kind of let everybody know some of the things that I picked up that I'm listening to, that I'm diving into. This is not necessarily the things that I am listening to review here on the channel or on the website. In some cases they are, but this is just the stuff that I'm picking up, maybe that folks have sent me or, that I'm just investigating, right? So let's get started here for the end of November. God, I can't believe it's going to be December already. Crazy how the year is just flying by. So I have been checking out a lot of the kind of King Crimson live stuff from the vaults. I've been listening to a ton of King Crimson for the last couple of months, and there are so many live recordings that are out there that have officially been released by the band. Some of it very good to amazing, some of it decent. Not all are the best sounding recordings, but the performances, as you can expect, on most of these are pretty incredible. The King Crimson Collection Club is what most of these are, the Collectors Club. So I've got a bunch of them. I don't know if I've shown all of these before, but if I have, well, get them again. So this particular one, some of these I just got in recently. I'm still kind of digesting and trying to get time to listen to these. But we've got live in Detroit, Michigan, December 13th, 1971. So, of course, this is with a pretty early version of Crimson. This is with Boz Burrell and company and Mel Collins. There you have them right there. And some of these are from similar tours and whatnot, so you have a lot of the same song lists and things, but you got two discs on this one. Pictures of a City, Formentera Lady, Sailor's Tale, Circus, Ladies of the Road, Groon, Disc 2, 21st Century Schizoid Man, Mars, In the Court of the Crimson King, and Lady of the Dancing Water. A lot of cool improvs on a lot of these. It's just like if you were going to a King Crimson show back in the day. There's a lot of improvs, a lot of jamming, a lot of experimenting going on. So in addition to songs from the albums, many of which would take different shapes than the studio versions, you get these like live improvs that were, not part of any studio record, which is pretty cool. So this is a real good one. We got one, I just got this. This is from Central Park, live in Central Park, 1971, July 1st. All right. This, of course, is some pretty amazing stuff here. This has got the David Cross, Fripp, Wetton, and Bruford lineup here. Walk On, No Pussy Fit in 21st Century Schizoid Man, Lament, Exiles, a little bit of an improv called Cerberus, Easy Money, Fracture, Starless, The Talking Drum, and Lark's Tongues and Aspic Part 2. No doubt in front of many, many, many people, right? How about Live in Newcastle, 1972? Single disc set here. Okay, Lark's Part 1. Book of Saturday, Improv 1, Exiles, Easy Money, Improv 2, The Talking Drum, and Lark's Part 2, some of which is incomplete, but definitely cool stuff there. We've got live at the Denver Summit Studios, March 12th, 1972. Very cool. Picture of a City, Cadence and Cascade, Groon, 21st Century Schizoid Man, another improv summit going on, My Hobby, Sailor's Tale. The Creator Has a Master Plan, which includes parts of Summit and Something Else. Neat stuff. Again, love when Mel Collins was in the band. Just adds a nice jazzy flair to the proceedings. Here also from 1972, October 17th, at the Beat Club in Bremen. This is kind of a shorter one. You've got a lengthy improv, The Rich Tapestry of Life, with Easy Money in the middle, and then Lark's Tongue and Aspic Part 1 to finish it all out. Some of these vary in length. Some of them you have two discs, which captures most of the shows. Some of it, it's just fragments and segments, right? Here we've got, this is one of the best, The Night Watch, live at the Amsterdam Concert Gubbo, November 23rd, 1973. This is absolutely fantastic. Parts of this were used in the Starless and Bible Black album. Classic stuff here. This is a really nice package. All sorts of information on this tour, this show. Easy Money, Lament, Book of Saturday, Fracture, The Night Watch, improvs, Star Lessons and Bible Black. Disc 2, Improv Trio, Exiles, Improv, The Fright Watch, The Talking Drum, Lark's Tongues and Aspic Part 2, and 21st Century Schizoid Man. Total time, 82 minutes. This, I was going to say, if you're looking to potentially start with any of these, start right here. I would get The Great Deceiver. Okay, the 2 discs, four discs in total, part 1 and part 2. I don't know if you can get the old box set like I have. I have both versions actually, but that's absolutely amazing. But if you're going to start with one, I would get The Night Watch without a doubt. Live at the Concert Kubo. What else we got here? Ladies of the Road. Okay, more cool stuff. When was this recorded? 71, I believe. This is kind of interesting because not only do you get, April 1971, May 1971. So this is taken from select shows. So you've got, the first disc has some cool early tracks, Pictures of the City, The Letters, Formentera Lady, The Sailor's Tale Circus, Groon, Get Thy Bearings, 21st Century Schizoid Man, and The Court of the Crimson King. But then on disc 2, you get something called Schizoid Men, which is like segments taken from multiple versions, live recordings of 21st Century Schizoid Man. Lots of the solos all kind of pieced together. Pretty fascinating to listen. That's a lot of fun. And then you got Heavy Construction, which is from a latter version of King Crimson. So this is recorded live on the European tour in 2000. So here, of course, you've got Adrian Belew, Robert Fripp, Trey Gunn, and Pat Mastelotto. 3-disc set. This is a different beast altogether, I have found, because I've been listening to a lot of the more recent live stuff from the recent tours, as well as some of this really old stuff from the 70s. And then you kind of throw this in there. This band was really different. A lot of experimenting going on, a lot of electronics and things like that happening. And again, Trey Gunn, much different player than say Tony Levin. And you got Pat Mastelotto using a lot of intricate, kind of weird electronic drum sounds. Of course, you got Fripp and Belew adding their guitar textures and Fripp's vocals. I'm not as into this as I am some of the other stuff. I think there's a ton of songs on here. There's a lot of just kind of weird little meandering kind of things happening on this, which, don't get me wrong, there's some masterful stuff on here as well. But I have found, in the bunch of times I've listened to this, I find that sometimes my attention is waning a little bit with this particular lineup and some of the material that's on here. But there's some great stuff. Obviously, Sex, Sleep, Eat, Drink, Dream is great on here. You got Lark's Tongues and Aspic Part 4, which is really good. Construction of Light, The World's My Oyster Soup Kitchen, Floor Wax Museum. What else do I really... Plastic Rhino is pretty cool. The Deception of the Thrush. There's some really ominous kind of crazy stuff on here, but there's so much weird blips and bleeps and noises and things like that I find that at 3 discs and a lot of music, I find that at times I'm kind of all right. I found myself skipping around a little bit, which I generally don't on any of these. So there you have the King Crimson stuff. All right, and there's more. But wait, there's more. Let's see. So on the recommendation of many of our viewers, I have taken the plunge into Pavlov's Dog. Here we've got the first album, which is Pampered Menial. Pretty cool. Think lots of Mellotron, some good hard rock and prog arrangements, and a singer who takes Geddy Lee's high-pitched voice up into the further reaches of the stratosphere. And then I also got their second album, At the Sound of the Bell. Still kind of digging into these. Pretty good. I believe these are their only 2 albums, right? Or official albums. And these came out in, 76 and 75, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. 75 and 76. Signed to Sony Music. So, listening to those. Interesting stuff. A recommendation from Ken Golden. Embryo. Steig Aus. Pretty cool, proggy, fusion-y type stuff. Digging that. The Mahavishnu Orchestra, live from the Whiskey A Go-Go, March 27th, 1972. As you can imagine, this is pretty serious stuff. I just wish it was longer, but you've got Meeting of the Spirits, Miles Beyond, Dance of the Maya, A Lotus on Irish Streams, and The Noon Wood Race. So, all things considered, not a lot of songs, although most of the songs are like 15 plus minutes long, which is pretty cool. Recording is pretty decent. Of course, this is the classic lineup of the band. You got Stanley Clarke Live, Hymn of the Seventh Galaxy. This was recorded in, October 24th, 1979. Originally broadcast for radio. Really cool lineup. Lots of his great tracks on here. Hymn of the Seventh Galaxy, of course, which he did with Return to Forever, Rock and Roll Jelly, Silly Putty, Goodbye Pork Pie Hat, School Days, I Want to Play for You, Lopsy Lou, and Life is Just a Game. It's kind of cool hearing like horns and things on some of these songs, which if you remember on the original, some of those did not have horns. This is absolutely killer. The new Tony Williams Lifetime Live at the Village Gate featuring Alan Holdsworth. Woo! Thank you, Anthony. 1975, this was recorded for WRVR FM in New York. Blistering, again, not a lot of songs on here. You got Mr. Spock, Protocosmos, Fred, Wildlife, and Red Alert. Oh, man, Holdsworth is just... Holdsworth and Williams alone. Just amazing, amazing, amazing. We've got... I picked this up because I heard the remastering on it is amazing. So you all know I'm a really big Return to Forever fan. So, but some of those early Return to Forever, especially the CDs, the recordings are, they're not great. They're good, great. The material is great, obviously. But they remastered. They put out this thing called the Anthology, and they remastered. So you've got a bunch of songs from the first album. And, you got tunes from all of them, but they're all remixed and remastered. So you've got Hymn of the Seventh Galaxy, After the Cosmic Rain, Captain Senior Mouse, Theme to the Mothership, Space Circus Part 1 and 2, The Game Maker, Vulcan Worlds, The Shadow of Lo, Beyond the Seventh Galaxy, Song to the Pharaoh Kings, Day Ride, Sophista-Funk, No Mystery, Celebration Suite Part 1 and 2, Medieval Overture, Sorceress, The Romantic Warrior, Majestic Dance, The Magician, and Duel, The Jester, and the Tyrant. So you got, most of the songs that they had recorded on those couple of albums, and here they all are put together on the Anthology, sounding better than ever. All right. I can thank George LeMay for this. Thank you, Ken Golden, for having it in stock. Special Providence, Essence of Change. Really cool instrumental prog metal fusion. Pretty heavy stuff. Lots of blistering guitars and keys and fun. I have decided to take the plunge into the Roger Waters solo catalog. So we got the pros and cons of hitchhiking. We've got Amused to Death. We've got Radio Chaos. And we've got Is This the Life We Really Want? All right, so, believe it or not, I never own those. So we've got I got some cool stuff, some like archival things from Ken Golden's Laser's Edge. Steely Dan, Decades Apart, live on the radio, 74 and 93. 5-disc set. It's really affordable too, which has disc 1 from the University of California, Irvine, California, March 10th, 1974. These are all radio recordings, so live on radio. Then we got disc 2 from the record plant in Sausalito, California, March 20th, 1974. Disc 3 from Ellis Auditorium, Memphis, Tennessee, from August 30th, 1974. Disc 4 from Riverport Amphitheater in Maryland Heights, Michigan, September 1st, 1993. And disc 5 from Riverport Amphitheater, Maryland Heights, September 1st, 1993. So that's the full show there. So if you're a Steely Dan fan, what are you waiting for? Hop on over to lasercd.com. I also got this REO Speedwagon from Metro Center, Rockford, Illinois, July 15th, 1983. Again, another recorded for radio performance. A lot of their great hits on here. It's pretty good recording too. Then got this one, Montrose Bad Motor Scooter, live in 1973. This also recorded for broadcast April 21st, 1973, broadcast on San Francisco's KSAN FM. All right, showcasing all but one of the tracks that would appear on their classic debut. So you got Good Rockin' Tonight, Rock Candy, Bad Motor Scooter, Roll Me Nice, One Thing on My Mind, Rock the Nation, Make It Last, You're Out of Time, Roll Over Beethoven, I Don't Want It. So this is pretty cool because you get some other songs that they had in their set that were not on that original album. Recording is pretty decent. It's not fantastic. I would have liked to hear Sammy's very upfront in the mix. Ronnie I would have liked to have heard a little more, but still the performance is amazing. So that's definitely worth checking out. And then we got Oregon, live in New Orleans. Oregon, the very cool kind of like fusion chamber classical ensemble led by Ralph Towner on classical and acoustic guitars. Masterful stuff. Really, really good. This was recorded in 1978. Also, like I said, recorded for radio, WBUR Boston 90.9 FM. What else? I got the brand new one from Green Lung, Black Harvest. Digging that. Look for a review coming soon. We got the brand new one from Obscura, A Valediction. Killer progressive technical death metal. We've got the brand new one from Bay Area thrash legends Exodus, Persona Non Grata, Nuclear Blast Records. Look for a review of that coming soon. We've got Chick Corea Acoustic Band, Live. And last but not least today, we've got Caligonaut, Magnified as Giants. A bunch of viewers recommended this as well. Recent prog stuff, if you like Scandinavian prog, like Anglagard and stuff like that. And I believe that it's got a member or two from Anglagard. Apollyon Records, just 4 long tracks. Cool stuff. Mellotrons and classic keyboards and all that kind of stuff. So there you have it, everybody. Some stuff that I am checking out in my spare time. When I have time. I don't know how I have time, but I do tend to find a little bit here and there. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell. We've got the link to our Ko-Fi page below for channel donations, as well as the link to our merch page for all sorts of Sea of Tranquility stuff, and the link to seaoftranquility.org as it starts to snow once again. Yes, 20 years of Sea of Tranquility. seaoftranquility.org, 23,000 plus reviews. Thanks for watching, everybody. This another edition of The Listening Room as we close out the month of November. Have a good day, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.